They've got no Sova, no Gecko, that means no Wingman, no scans or anything to get onto the site. But Fnatic running that Astra, gonna synergize really well with that
okay.
breach.
Fnatic on defense, K-Corp on attack,
Game, but
and
here, maybe a fast start towards
last chance.
Alright,
Last chance for Fnatic.
We don't get to see Fnatic here often, so this is where you
Obviously, they're
want to pay
still in
attention.
champs, 4th seed if they lose, but
good.
kill him.
Stun is ready as well. They're waiting for KC to come into this trap.
I don't really want to
Just
be
about
4th
pulling away
seed
from
with
him. I
like
wonder if they can quickly get that back
Genji
through
and people like
Alpha.
that being around.
Just dismantled it, but he's still close enough, maybe.
Oh no, why?
Boaster. I don't think we need to be doing this. It seems unnecessary.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people to run into. Boaster did great to get one. The stun is good as well from Alpha,
They
but
just held those positions. They just waited. You felt like it could have been so much better for them, but Carmine Corby loving that. 2 picks at the very start, and they've still got about a minute to play with.
Or picked up. KC hears that market door close. Wonder if they're gonna clear out middle first before they start moving over.
yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see how Fnatic play this one.
Fnatic. That's where
Because
Hero's set
I'm
up.
gonna do
He's
the
got that
classic again.
tripwire.
If
He's
people
got
don't
that
have
camera for
Sovas,
that
I
post
feel
fight.
like holding
He's
over
got that
towards
Astra
B
Star,
is
which
really,
does
really
nothing
strong
to
with the
those
smoke
tiers
here.
But 4 players alive
Gotta
for
force them
KC,
to use a
30
boom
seconds
bot or
left.
like an
They
aggro
have that
camera.
boom bot, they have that camera. At least they can get into the site a little bit safely.
You
Yeah,
pin
let's
shot.
see how this one works out. Already going to clear the util. Hero was marvelous on Haven, playing Cypher. Really, really quite spectacular at it, but now he can't do too much from this. He's already cornered off from this site. The spike's already down, and they've got numbers. So he just has to wait for the rest. But Tomasi already keeping check on the back line. Gonna note where that remaining player is. They've got to know Hero was around here, but he gets the timing just right. Martin's gone down. Now
low
suddenly
HPs.
the HP's a problem. Magnum on 15. Shin, a little bit of chip damage too, but Magnum has let Alpha slip the net. Surely you're a bit worried about that one, but Hero gonna find Shin, and
Dude,
it's
Hero
all on
was
Magnum now.
pretty good on
Position
this.
noted earlier, the flash in the right place.
Dude,
He's
he
got Alpha
turned
and
it in
Hero
real
on
life.
the other side. Hero just gonna hold the angle, and Magnum has to test his patience. See if he's got the steal for this one. And the timing on that, oh, he got a chance on it. Second time of asking, he's isolated the fight. This is still
You gotta
doable.
tap it again. Wait, what?
Oh, he just went early. Paranoid, the defuse was there.
Why?
Close, but no cigar.
He didn't tap it again. There was no sound.
2-8 on the clock. Down to the wire. 3 versus 4 retake for Fnatic. Really good job at all those trades. KC had a few opportunities.
Did he tap
missed
it again?
them. They really
didn't
could
hear
have closed
it.
out, especially right off the back of this kill over at main. I thought for sure Fnatic had made a misplay there, walking into B main. When
He did?
It felt like they had a pretty good setup around the map. They had a lot of info. They were playing the A retake.
I'm not sure he
anyways.
did, chat.
But KC
He tapped it
just
once,
letting it slip, and Fnatic really happy about that one.
but then, so he tapped it once, chat. It was half, and then he went for this duel, and then he didn't have enough time, so it would have been full. And then, are you sure he tapped it again? I don't think so.
Stun. The Sheriff for Tomasi. There's that stun. Couldn't quite close down on a kill, but he's got to be a little careful here. Yeah, that's why Narrate is hungry for it, and he gets his meal. Takes down Hero, and his game back on. Sight suddenly looking a little bit more vulnerable. This should be a plant at the very least. And Carmine Core flooding through. Pressure towards Boba. Pressure.
He didn't tap after the
on
white?
CT.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Spike yet to be planted.
Yeah,
And
blunder.
that Spike is walking the smoke. They're just going. They're just
Oh,
going
that's
for
some
a
low
brawl
HPs.
in. Maybe a little too much, but Narrate's got himself a Guardian.
He didn't see if Alpha
He's
got
got
off. Yeah, but
1v2.
pure time-wise,
knows
he
they're
would have
both there
diffused it
now.
anyway. With his original
This
swing
man
to kill this guy.
can be so much of an issue to deal with. What can he achieve now?
Spike down in the open.
That corner could be the death of him. 2 players back together.
Okay, still
making sure they had
still a
that
good amount of
double
damage
face,
done,
taking
though.
no risks after what happened.
Got a gun out of
hey,
him.
that got pretty close.
KC made it expensive. And one thing that we're seeing from Fnatic right now is this B main pressure. They know that a lot of teams on attack like to take control of this fight towards Boba. Oh man, I feel like KC was in the control of the round up until they forced that through the smoke. But I think we're gonna see Fnatic throughout the half putting a lot of pressure on B main,
Aliens.
using that breach, using
Okay.
that Cypher camera to set up those traps,
Bonus.
and that Astra Star, either as a gravity well, a smoke, or a recall. Over towards A though this round. Stuns out for Alpha. Gravity well as well in place. Durka, he's the trigger.
Just shouldering it for now. On the other side, Martin Narrate getting closer by the second. Spotted. Time to be careful. And actually, Utility dealt with pretty early on. They're closing the gap. Durka, gotta be careful on the site now. Should be on red alert here. Yeah, peeling away towards CT, not want to be caught out. Does Carmine Core continue on this pathing towards the A side? It looks like that's the case, and what Fnatic have said, well, have it.
It's like a free open site, a lot of utility for KC. Look at this 5 versus 5.
Okay, let's see. Give me the Astral retake.
Not the best buy from Fnatic.
Omen Flash is normally everything.
Nade, flashes.
Hey, what though? K-Corp used all of their util to get into this. They got a stun and a TP, that's
Can
it.
they withstand the storm coming their way?
So this retake should honestly be so fine. But
that back line about to be pressured too. Flank on the way, information found. But look at the stall here. Lovely. Now the flank though. Boaster gets his man down. That's Tomasi gone. Follow up not there, but Fnatic flooding the site.
Right, pretty good.
Gorgeous retake.
Yeah, I mean, they actually had no util at all, K-Corp, to stall this really. So I'm sure that was the best demonstration.
You need to see what happened. Fnatic, Chronicle used the shock dart at about 1:30. 5-10 seconds into the round.
Hero, yeah, we'll get the
That's
replay.
when he sent that shock dart. It bounced off the back wall, took out that tripwire on the flank. So when Fnatic does that first initial exchange of a utility towards A with KC, they reposition into mid, drone, clear it out, get Boaster inserted, come back to A, wait for that stun to come off cooldown,
yeah,
and
maybe
they
the
go
first guy should have been
together.
killing
And
there.
that timing from Boaster on that flank with that flash as well, he's able to take
Right, they did enough damage.
Tomasi
This is
in the
a
backlines. That opened it up for the
big
rest
round
of
here.
Fnatic to flood. Beautiful round, and that looked like they had that planned step.
Well, no, yeah, okay, sorry.
This is what I want to see.
I'm confused, chat. I'm still thinking about the pistol.
Into a new map like this that they haven't had in their
Okay, they can just run away with this a
I wanna see
little
them
bit
come
now.
in with
Let's see how much they
intention, a plan in
get on their
mind,
eco.
and it looks like it. We are absolutely seeing that in action here. Now, early pressure towards market adjustment. Oh my god, Alpha, your aim!
I'm a big fan right now of how they're holding over towards B. They're doing a lot of what I was saying, the fact that they can make this
try and do something. They have sheriffs and
hard
stingers
to take.
trying to make it costly. Chronicle laying the trap, just waiting in the smoke.
Over towards B main.
It's not looking too threatening just yet. Tomasi, I mean, he can do some serious damage with the Sheriff, but he's not given the chance for it. Durka took all that opportunity away, and Fnatic make it out of the danger zone pretty much scot-free.
He's got to pull it out first. That Sheriff, that is. But I like the idea from KC. If it wasn't obvious what they were doing, it's a couple rounds. We've seen really cool plays so far. They know that Alpha's setting up by market with that stun.
I like the play if it wasn't obvious.
Alpha's got his hands out, doesn't have his weapon out. So as soon as he stuns, they try to run at him in market, but he's too quick. He pulls out that Vandal and puts
This is a good call from
K-Corp,
K-Corp, because if I was a Cypher here, I'd be talking about the fact that I can't take B main at the moment.
Going on. They just need to execute and convert.
And this is good as well from Fnatic. They're really trying to make sure they punish them in this area. We've seen a bit of a variety as well. I like this. Durka takes contact. The ult's not going to hit him because he's too close in front of it, and then just full send.
Oh my god,
really cool setup.
This? What are they up
Forces
to?
the ult out of them.
Team trying to
Hey,
hold
that's
them back
nice.
with his ult, just the sound cue to try and scare him. But he has to move forward. He has to use this. Paranoia goes in. I don't think it found anyone, and neither does the rocket. Already they've got the step towards the site.
Okay, ult for ult, but they do get over towards site.
But they have made it through towards
Boaster has his ult, so I'd imagine they have to talk about playing heavier over towards site, which they do.
Cosmic Divide could be used. The post plant B, everyone spams from main, but KC realize Cosmic Divide is out. They need to get this pressure onto spawn here. Chronicle coming out to drone. This needs to initiate this retake.
Yeah, but the smoke just went up. It makes it tricky because
Oh.
Martin hasn't been checked.
Oh my god.
He's got a chance to
Oh my god.
this one.
You
Just
could get
holding
so
his
many
breath,
from
but a
here.
shit from Gonna find Boaster and
Oh
Alpha.
no, not the
Martin's
Cypher
still
ult.
waiting, just his presence alone is a problem, but Hero still
The Cypher ult saved them.
Time
Poor
started to tick,
Martin,
going
man. It's a
forward
good
towards
play.
main, but Hero gonna catch Magnum in the heels. Tomasi and Narrate back to the wall now.
Time's
The
pretty
time's
low.
on their side, but Durka's paint shell gonna take away Narrate.
Yeah, that's
Tomasi
enough.
with the
That's
time.
all they had to do.
They're
Big
out
kill
of
from
it.
Narrate here.
He's done enough. He's kept them alive in this.
Shout out to K-Corp. They're really on top of this one.
For Carmine Core. But what
Yeah,
a round
and
we
the
just
and the
witnessed.
fact that they got
Both
so much
teams
space with the
3-4
Raze
each
ult
at
as
the
well,
moment.
that was
We're
great.
seeing just so much foresight about what's happening.
Psych,
how they're
thank
gonna
you so
layer
much, man.
everything
Doing
step
great.
by step. That initial fight from Fnatic into B main.
It's a cool
with
round,
that
yeah, it was a good round by
after,
everyone,
the
really.
Rolling Thunder, and then the response from KC popping that
One of
rocket,
those-
but
one of those
understanding,
good rounds
hey,
from everyone.
These guys have Cosmic Divide.
Rounds.
We gotta play in. We gotta get in their faces and dealing such
Okay,
a good just
could get
understanding
instantly
in the
reset here. Could be
situation
Fnatic
about
running
how
away with it
Fnatic's
if
gonna go for this
K-Corp
retake.
don't win this round.
Well played from KC.
Oh, with that, please. Narrate straight in. Oh,
this is a little bit different. They save the camera on this. So most people do like camera into, and even K-Corp have done this in the past, where it'd be like camera into stun or Omen Flash. And because they've shown that already, they save the camera. They actually get it and just use it like an extra bit of info. They don't really have like an info initiator.
Good info. But the camera's been taken down. It looks like KC.
Yeah, this should be a little bit of a better one. Marzi didn't use any trips. We've got no trips behind. I guess we got the camera that doubles up as a bit of info here as well.
But they then sit back towards more a standard hold here. 3 on site and 2 off towards elbow.
Astra
waiting on that push to come
whoa,
back in.
Tamazi insta tried to disrespect it.
Support there, but it's Durka to break back in with 2 on the flank. Magnum then following suit by falling. It's all on Shin in a 1v4 now. 3, hold on. HP's a little low.
Yeah, I like what Fnatic are doing though, and this was a big round in general. Every time they go over towards A, and maybe to kind of make sure that obviously they can't retake from here because the Omen flashes, or they feel like they're going to lose, they just heavy go behind. It was a good ult as well.
Just the philosophy of how every
kind of liked everything from both teams here as well. I will say that the one change-up that I would do right now if I was K-Corp is call a timeout and make sure they don't use the Omen Flash in the exec. They need something, and they need to hold behind as well. There's like 2 things.
We'll just fight you in B main, put that pressure on with that breach. And KC with a good response here. Okay, you're going to put all this focus towards B main. We'll just take A quickly here. We got double duelist, I'm on Jet. We'll go for this floaty stuff. We take the site early, but again, Fnatic just has layers to this. Hero's off site, he's got that camera.
They're not using the Paper X Sentinel playbook right now. Yeah, a little bit. They're missing that extra step of saving some of the util.
Fnatic all this time. They're using the shock to get the trip on the flank, then they're doing this flank at the same time with the retake. Just really well executed through and through. KC needing to take a timeout now because of it.
And this is where I'm kind of interested to see where Carmine Core are, because obviously map 1, they're going to be on a high note here. They've planned to come into this now. Obviously, this is a curious challenge. How aware were they that this composition was going to come out? Have they had any inklings from prac runs or any whispers said of Fnatic running this sort of comp? Who knows? But they've walked in blind somewhat, right? They've had to then learn on the fly as they go. So this then puts a lot towards your coaching staff, towards your Eng, towards your Zeish to come up with plans on the go of how we want to
they are
address
eco.
this.
I wonder
It's
if
completely
I
unknown to
would be
them. There's no take on
tempted
Fnatic
after
here.
this
So Fnatic
round
get to
for
set the
Fnatic
tone.
to go
They get to walk
aggro.
in, seeing
I don't think we're going to be
everything
seeing it
Carmine
here.
Core's
Obviously,
done
I hope
last
not
map.
against
They
the
get to get a
ecos.
good read on how they like
And
to
we
play and their concepts and their
wait, they're
theories.
just doing a 3.
So
They're
this
doing
is
the
a big
Paper
learning
X.
curve for Carmine Core coming back in to face a
Okay, so me and
totally
Minnie have been
unknown
doing
Fnatic. Let's see
Paper
what
X for
that
Coach
value was.
Potatoes,
This
just
round,
looking at what they do.
you have one rifle with Narrate,
Minnie's stealing their
and the
strats
rest
as
down
well.
on either pistols
The
or a stinger.
3-person duel top of mid against the
Catching
ecos.
with that trap.
Oh, bloody hell.
Response into middle. Magnum goes down early.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 4 versus 5. KC only with the Vandal and Narrate. Everyone else down to a stinger or worse.
Here.
But Fnatic already bailed from that mid setup.
The Paper X anti-go without the wall, so they only do the wall reactively if, as a default, they start smoking. Otherwise, Sage will play market.
He's got basically
They have 2 mid punishes, Paper X.
This is a chrysalis.
Yeah,
It's going to come out a big, beautiful butterfly. Boaster, the butterfly. Okay.
They used to do the wall? Yeah, they do the wall when you smoke default. Like if you smoke mid's default. Do you see over the top of it?
Checked on him yet, and they're gonna get a terrible surprise. The booster is right behind them. A quick pickup on 2. Martin gonna quickly
I like
grab
this
that
change up from
rifle if he
Fnatic
can.
as well, even though they kind of give them a gun a little bit, and this
How do they
now
get
seems
this
a little
one
bit
back?
scary. The
Dirk
fact that
gets
they've
it,
been
he's got
retaking
double
over
satchel,
towards
he's
here with
got
multiple
it.
people, and just like straight up leaving the site, they decide to just hide one back of sight.
This is everything.
Yeah,
It's
Tamazi
all
might have owned
you
this.
here, really. Martin's
Hey,
just
shout
gotta
out to
keep
Dirk
him
for at
guessing,
least
keep him
considering
busy.
it.
Perfect
Got a
from
bit
Tamazi,
unlucky with the timing.
catching the heels,
So
and
the
up
actual
his attention,
holding someone
has
over
to swing
towards the
back
site.
around.
Let's
Oh,
wait.
so close.
Okay.
Oh,
The actual
that
hiding
was
over
down
towards
to
the
the
site
wire.
kind of
I bet
backfires
they
a little
fell
bit
for
because
the
they give him a
yes.
free gun.
That got so damn
But I
close at the end there, but
do
Carmine Core
like the
have
idea
to be
that they're
happy
trying to
with that.
change it
Yeah,
up.
I think
They're
they are
realizing that
gonna be
maybe they're
happy
going to
with
save
that.
enough util, and they're going to try and walk onto site more contact. So they can kind of get away with this stuff. Yeah, it does give Tamazi the info on the gun on both of them.
First, gets them clean so we can respond to the third. KC's ideas, though, have been good. It's been the execution in a couple of rounds where Fnatic did a really good job in the retakes. So KC's not doing a bad job. It's Fnatic just edged them out a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I was wondering if they were going to go aggro on the round after this, not on the eco. Especially with the timeouts, definitely what they talked about. Especially with the Brim ult, it makes a lot. Sorry, Breach ult, it makes a lot of sense. So I like that from Fnatic. I think the call was good on this. Get 3 people here nice and early.
How good Carmine Core have been doing this. They've got that read on Fnatic now. They're starting to get a bit of a grip on what they're up to, getting a good read on it. The flash, the ult.
Alright, that's nice. To take an extra bit of map control, saving the ult. That was perfect. Good reaction from K-Pop as well. In general, everything was good. Still got Omen Flash. But definitely, this was spoken about in the timeout as well.
Everything to put into investment there.
This was cool. We got to see what everyone was talking about, basically, on the timeouts in these 2 rounds.
Really tricky. Look at it. Still utility in play. How do they pry these players out of these positions? I don't know if they can. Running low on time. Got to make a go of this. Boaster has to find a fight here. Has to find a body, maybe 2 if he can, but he only gets traded out in the end.
Can't be winning this one.
And the time's gone. And so
just the way that the map is.
Away. Carmine Core come out. All guns are blazing. This has been the response they've been waiting for. And again,
I might go down to an eco.
Whatever Eng and Zeiss do in those timeouts, I swear to God, they don't lose rounds after it.
I like how both teams are really layering everything. They know exactly
what a horrible
how
map.
each gonna respond.
Yeah,
So
this is the only bit of the map that kind of really sucks.
The reaction, step by step.
Other than that,
so
it's good.
Here, okay, we're gonna put the initial pressure, then we're gonna extend it into B, and then after we fake plant the spike, which they've done every round so far, they tap in one location before they commit.
Okay, and now they change it up as well. We've got the camera into the original.
Secure that extra space. So well
and they wanted to stun off of it, so they're trying to fake early pressure over towards A. Did they insta Omen Flash?
Straight into the eyes of Durka. He's got Narrate down. Does Durka clear the space behind it?
Trying to QB sneak into B. They have that showstopper as well if they need to on Martine, but the reclear from Fnatic towards A.
But they're still going to find resistance to them. They're going to the flash.
Boy.
So close for Durka, so
Yeah, the timing
good.
of it was so
2
good.
quick kills,
Alpha
and
gets his
Carmine
ult on
Core
top of this one as well. They could keep this one real clean.
You know, torn asunder. Tomasi and Martine, this fake sadly now feels very readable. It feels very obvious after Durka destroyed half of their team. Now they're being cornered in towards B. They do get a plant at the very least, but we're going to need masses of impact. And Martine, I mean, I don't know if he got spotted on that. Tomasi doing
Got spotted on that.
Yeah, now they know. Oh my God, there's nowhere to go. The utility work from Fnatic is so all-encompassing. Cleared. Hero catches them.
Yeah, this is a cool round.
Success.
I liked it.
Durka
Shout out to
with a
Durka, winning this
round.
fast.
And
I mean, winning this
Fnatic
1v1
again
was
upping the
everything.
quality we're seeing here.
Andalusia flawless for Fnatic there. They didn't even have to use any ultimates into this round. Maybe Chronicle, but I don't even think. KC, they tried to do a little bit of
Yeah,
a
the turn
fake.
of the flash.
The thing that
So fast.
made it not work, Shin tried to ultimate into defender spawn with his Omen ult, and he got caught by Chronicle, I believe. So all this pressure towards A falls flat, then the regress from Fnatic, and it leaves KC with no options because they already showed their hand at B. KC, maybe don't even have to do with this crazy stuff. Go straight up. You have that showstopper. Why do all these fakes right now? Go and just show Fnatic what's up right now.
I kind of agree with that. The fact that they've been so heavy retake over towards like if you just think about what's been going on, right? They always leave over towards one site. They tried to fight one site earlier with one person and they lost that round, so they really don't want to play people over towards the site that they want to retake. So you can literally just walk into sites and use an ult to get them away and then just keep the big util up, like retakes.
Alpha though respecting it.
Hey, this is sick though. They forced that one out.
This one and they try and crunch middle, but it's not going well for them. Narrate's the one to punish. He's
Yeah,
found
and
most
that's
of that
the
was over
smokes.
towards Market. If anything, Carmine Core are laughing. You got
Yeah,
an
this was
ult
really,
out
really cool.
and a pick off the back of that.
Tomasi has his hat as well. If they're able to grab him,
Had
bring
Martine
him over towards
brought in
middle,
over
get
towards
that hat
middle.
off.
Insta use of the ult. They tried to capitalize in terms of shooting,
Oh, this
but
is so risky though. It's all about
you ulting
timing
like
now.
this as well just kind of gives them that
Chronicle's
extra
still
speed
good for
boost.
his.
It's hard to
Takes
capitalize on
away
that.
Shin from this. Now they're kind of being stalled out a little bit. That should be a freebie. Martin takes away the pressure from CT, but Hero, I mean,
he's dead, right?
You're praying for timing, and you ain't gonna get it. The ghost more than enough, and an upgrade to boot. It's everything they wanted. Now they've got all the information. It's on Alpha and Durka trying to come back over, but Durka's pretty far away from this. Finally making it through, but the spike's down, and so much to try and clear back through here.
Full abilities, both players.
Nade's
Okay,
good.
that's nice. That should leave them scattering over towards Pillar, but Martine
Very nice run from K-Corp. Shout out to Martine here. He did great.
just holding down down that push from CT.
Yeah, I never like these kind of rounds where you're trying to breach or the breach or like counteracts. Like normally you want to breach ult them like into a wall so they can't escape like this. But these guys getting hit by the breach ult are just getting like a speed boost to get out of there. But a lot of the time you're not likely to hit anyone.
And they're making
I actually see something similar but with both of the breach ults. Like if you think about this breach ult here, right, they're breach ulting them so they get the speed boost this way, which is where they want to be running. Same thing over towards here, right? You breach ult this way, but they want to be running. Each time they're using a breach ult, it's to get away. I don't want to use a breach ult like this. It like forces them out into the open while you're swinging instead of giving them a boost. I think they could definitely have more thought about their breach ults. But I know it's Alpha's first time, but I'm not even sure that's his issue.
Built that pressure.
I think that's more on just like the team.
They're trying to crunch towards market again, though. Alpha on this reposition could be good. Contact on A. Just the shoulder, just a little bit of something.
Prius, hello mate.
Magnum spotted.
Prius, why are you always trying to compliment me, man? You're not getting that VIP. I need to see solid clips, back to back, 2 maps in a row. Unbelievable observing.
But Fnatic can't overextend on CT still.
80% kills captured.
Fight on the site itself. So where do they take back from? You're looking at market. You're looking at them trying to get some pressure here, and a delay on the plant. They're trying to get proactive towards CT.
2 maps, yeah. Gone up now.
Close the gap. Carmine Core turning the screws, hand around the throat sort of stuff here. Boaster does find Shin, so Markin looking a little bit more available for them.
Showstopper could be so huge if Durka. Does he pop it?
It is. Oh, a 1-for-1 trade.
1-for-1. Recon's good. Marzi with the most important kill.
Everything. This fight back and forth the whole way through. Martin up against Boaster now. Boaster. The offset of the timing has caught Martin guessing, but that's about it. Boaster. Knife foul on the
not
cross.
sure about that one.
Get away with that.
He really thought he was going to play off site. Really thought that he would have taken some kind of map control.
Boaster feeling the heat, feeling the pressure there a little bit. Was trying, I think, to flank B main, decides no at the last moment.
Yeah, most people play off site and play off the top of this spike there, but because you're up against a smoker as well, a lot of the times you wouldn't. So I don't know if that's the right fall from both these. But again, 1v1s, you never really want to look at it just because it would work against some players.
People narrowly surviving with their lives, and it's every round. But we see the Cosmic Device from Boaster again, the Bladestorm again from Narrate.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is a pretty good half from Fnatic, no matter what. Even with 6-6 is good.
They read him. Dirk has been doing damage over on this side of the map. This time, dealt with. Now the red carpet gets rolled out, right? Or so you think. Where does that divide go? Do they have any impact? It's Bulldogs, it's Guardians, it's Spectres. It's not what Fnatic would have wanted to bring in, but we're going to need someone to step up. Is it Chronicle? Timing on this now. Oh, he is just hunted
that's a nice
down.
hit.
Eviscerated and left in pieces, and just holding down the site. You can see the pressure for
I like this one. Maybe
safety. And even is
also the good news about this one as well, K-Corp were kind of learning a little bit. We saved Shin's flash just until now as well. Like they're getting over towards the sites, they're saving the util. Like they are learning.
No way. 28 HP. They are hunting him.
I tell you what, this was a very fun half, man. I saw a lot of good stuff from a lot of people. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of changes that I would make, but I still thought some of the stuff here was pretty cool. Especially like the timeouts and what everyone was doing after the timeouts. I like that a lot.
That is a really tremendous comeback from Carmine Core. I can't wait to see what we see in the second half.
You think Fnatic needed more? This is a good defense half, man. 6.
To get scan kills on the defense. They don't have it to... What? Okay, well, good spirits for Carmine Core here. We saw at the start of the game, Fnatic were the ones that were laughing. Alpha and good spirits. I want to see a player cam on that side and see how are they faring after the 6-6 scoreline.
I mean, the thing when you're watching Carmine Core, they've had such a rough season. To see them feeling a bit more confident, get a little bit of that bravado back, you know what I mean? Like, they are one of the most up-and-coming teams that we saw at the start of the year. It's good to get glimpses of that. Have those little reminders of how dangerous this team was. If it takes a performance like this to bring it back, more power to them.
They hear this.
Now, looking at a way of coming in here,
you gotta, dude, if you hear a camera bottom and middle, you gotta think something's happening once you break that.
The question becomes, how does this fare for Fnatic with this composition coming forward?
Okay, nothing on the back of it. They did wait a little bit for it.
How do they get that information?
They were definitely
how much can they play towards
nervous that something was going to happen.
Retakes and everything else. A couple of questions for us here with these unorthodox compositions at least coming out, and a whole new team on this map that we haven't seen until this point.
Like this from K-Corp as well, though. They stop the pressure over towards A, they insta-clear over towards here, one person holding it. There's a smoke over towards middle, these two are about to disrespect as well. It's going for the body shots.
You felt he was right on the money with at least a second, and Boast has crept close. It ain't pretty, but it's got the job done.
He's dead from
Sights
market
under
though,
control,
right?
And they've got a good step towards market. The reclear comes in through middle, and it's going to be Magnum trying to...
True.
Yeah, I was worried with that one. Martin has nades. He got no vision block.
And Alpha's got that Sheriff. Magnum going all the way around, and he's got
Close the door to make them think that he's in market, but he's coming around.
Good work. Yeah, we gotta see Martin. It's weird because Martin's to speed up a little bit and distract them, but he also is the big win condition.
He's gonna go down and Chronicle now in a 1v1.
Hey, very nicely played though. This was cool. Yeah, they shut the door. They think he's confirmed here. Martin just being pretty patient, didn't wanna die because obviously he's the person that has to defuse, is closer to it. And K-Corp handled this very well. It's a 2-2 of pistols, 1-1 each man.
To either allow Chronicle to come down to a 1v1, or you can take your time, realize Alpha's got his arm out, he doesn't even have his gun out. I'm gonna see if I can line up the second first.
Dude, they always gotta put the slow-mo in, man.
Clear a little bit around the corner,
always gotta call him out.
Then Alpha, who doesn't have a weapon out. That was making me a little bit nervous. But KC pick up the pistol, and that's one pistol per team right now.
And Martin's straight on the Vandal too. Two Guardians coming out. Nothing invested really from the other side. Full utility, yes, but that's about it.
Early control over B main.
Love to see that. Like to see proactive play from KC. Again, if you're going to kind of do this sort of stuff as well, take that space away. They've left Shin there. He can kind of just recycle this one-way too. Keeps a lot of control. And they can hit that over-rotation, right? They can cheat those players away early on.
Wonder what the statistic is for Cypher players that play on B versus playing A for that retake. We're seeing that a lot this game from both teams. KC now, Cypher playing the retake on A. Omen.
And retake against Eco's
and a fast pivot from KC.
Can backfire,
these two
honestly.
That they need to pair up with some Vandals, and Magnum.
I mean, that's nice, the double kill trip.
Okay.
Go one for
Fnatic finding it hard to find safe passage towards the site, but they have got the plant down now. So let's see the composure on the retake here. First challenge, and again, it's not the hardest one. They are just classics against you, but you don't want to make a meal of this. You don't want to be losing these weapons, especially that Vandal or that Guardian. So for now, we look to see if maybe Fnatic can be disruptive, but it's going to be difficult.
Oh my.
Clean work.
He nearly melted two of them.
Yeah, no problems here.
What are you going to do?
I mean, for Fnatic, they got the plant down.
They just create a lot of pressure with this one as well. Hey, it was a cool retake though, I'll give them that.
You're not going to really back yourself.
Only lose a ghost.
In these when you've only got classics.
Lose a ghost.
And he'll be caught in the end. So everything good for Carmine Core. Fnatic coming in with very limited amounts. They probably got as much as you expect them to.
It was a decent effort. That tripwire from Tamazi was able to get Magnum, I think, the spam kill through that smoke at the entrance of site. Made that 5 versus 4 really easy. Also having all these abilities, Breach done, Paranoia still, the Guardian spam through the box. It's really going to come down to this round. KC on their bonus round, wanting to convert this. And we've seen a lot of action towards B. We've seen a lot of action, like specifically in B main. It looks like they're setting up A right now. They have that double duelist Breach though. They need to get early information, early fights. But Fnatic instantly walking towards B. They might go straight into this. Camera.
There's no split elsewhere, right? This
Camera sees 4. Wants to rotate.
And respecting it. I mean, KC trying to catch a little bit of a chip damage on the cross, but Duck's got them the sight.
No wingman for plant. They're going to have to go in there. Alpha has to cross with that spike.
Yeah, why does it feel like Alpha doesn't know he has the spike?
He had the spike there.
Yeah, that could have been a mistake. They're very close by now, not a secure plant by any means. And you can see the pressure mounting. Carmine Core, they want back in on this. They want their sight back.
They kind of messed up a little bit here. It's going to be a close round.
But still, you're looking at the rest of the fight towards Pillar. It's been swept through by Carmine Core. And Hero, oh, what a shot!
Oh, you need to save him.
Has he got another in him? Has he got a third? He knows where Narrate is. But Narrate doing the dance, and that's a dangerous man to be tangoing with. Hero still
nice shot from Narrate. Dude, I'm telling you, Alpha had no idea he had the spike here.
Reminder of what a dangerous player that man was.
KC have map 1 just converted their bonus round in the second half of map 2. They are so close right now. They can almost taste it. They're about to 2-0 Fnatic potentially if they're able to convert a couple more rounds. Yeah, Alpha didn't realize he had the spike, needed to cross with that. And that hesitation, the fact that he wasn't able to get across, Casey was able to get there, nade, they were able to dash out, and now Fnatic, do they repeat it? Do they try it again, try to catch that timing? But here, Casey trying to steal that ground again.
Love it, the aggression right off the rip.
Yeah,
we
they're
know
making them work. Oh my.
They don't have all the other utility to bank on like Fnatic does, so they have to put pressure. In the
There's so many people here. There's 4 people. Surely you don't push through this.
Now they're doing this up against
There we go.
a shaky purchase from
Don't
Fnatic.
do it. Oh boy, I'm so nervous for them.
Carmine Core in full control.
Oh, at least they invested the ult in. At least they all went for it.
10 and they want it now. Boaster and Hero having to make their way back around. And yeah, Boaster's got mid, but that spike where it's at is horrific to face. And they know it. It's clean. It's 5 standing. It's an Andalusia flawless. Carmine Core looking brand new today. This is the team who are waiting to see re-emerge.
Magnum investing his Rolling Thunder into that round so they could clean that up. But Casey, they're just a few rounds away to secure overtime, and they have that showstopper on Martin still. Both teams battling it out at B main, a timeout.
Kind of nice though, once you know they're committed over towards the right.
What's going on?
I've never seen that additional smoke on this.
Now, Casey, they've got the
like once your one way's gone, you have that additional smoke over towards the towards more spawn, like in front of the stairs, I guess, next to the dustbin or whatever it's called.
So Fnatic
then they're stuck on the right.
You know, a little bit of pressure here, bait out the push, the aggression, we punish it. But Fnatic, they've been going straight into the site so far.
Do you think that might be the adjustment then? Kind of maybe work the map a little bit more, take their time a little bit more, feign attention here, and they're trying to identify maybe where the aggression is, where that stack of players maybe. Because as you highlighted, Carmine Core have to put bodies behind it. This can't just be a dart or anything else. It has to be players' eyes to actually clear behind.
I think it's one of the things that Fnatic would have had
Where's
to
Mini? Dude, just chilling at home.
It's one of those things that's a hard thing to implement.
He is going to champs though.
Core was doing that themselves.
He's flying up there.
They would go get spotted, bait out that breach stun, do something else, and that ended up working out for them fairly decently. Fnatic need to be able to add that layer in. Otherwise, if they try to just go for these 5 versus 5 brawls, it might not go in their favor. KC, they have so much utility and so much firepower behind it. Narrate, really firing on all cylinders. Martin as well this map.
Yeah, they are kicking off here. Couple of ults very nearby for Fnatic though. 1 off from Kronz, 2 away from Dirk,
for the trap
2
play.
for Boaster, 1 for Alpha. On the other
side,
this is,
I think this is pretty cool. I like this. They went super aggro over towards here, so you would imagine the call after this would just be to do retake.
Exactly, they've got
play
so
the
much work to do in
retake,
front of them,
but
they're hesitant,
I mean every team is aware of this normally, so they shouldn't be investing too much.
That mentality, but a foot shown.
They're trying to break the shock, not trying to do damage to him.
Show that foot on that camera. The stun,
in the trip, sorry.
Showstopper. Durka, are you going to go down first again? As this is happening, mid's being stolen. As soon as that trip goes down,
it's all about timing.
Looking good for K-Corp.
Here it comes.
There it is. Who gets who here? Martin on one side, Durka.
Oh my god, the stun off.
And it's Martin. Takes away Durka and they win
Yeah,
out that B-main control. They expect the pressure through market, but it's Fnatic to win there.
Now what? Because these are getting pinched over towards B, so they gotta like push really, because otherwise this guy's gonna get shot in the back.
And he wins his. Back towards B-main. It goes Fnatic's way. Until then,
nicely done from Alpha. These two on Fnatic get a very good idea of what was going to be happening here, that they're going to push him.
Fnatic winning the critical fights in this one, understanding
I feel like the setup from K-Corp.
What Carmine Core were up to, but that valuable win towards market was everything for them.
Big opening to Mozzie, not realizing what was happening until it was a little bit too late. Now, 3 versus 1 for Fnatic. Cover going up on the site. Shin. Okay, they back up. They realize what's up.
Yeah.
Play the time.
He's got a smoke, but he needs a pick. And Fnatic shouldn't give him it. No, they're not going to. They really tighten that one up there.
Much
needed. A
little
close. Dangerous beginning. I love that fight between the two. It was 3 different fights basically in 3 different areas. God bless the observers, but it was just, you know, B main, then you had market, then you had that dash through CT from Boaster. So much pressure across the map.
Oh, it was Tamazi going through the cage there. That is wild. I don't think he needs to force that at all. This B main fight, he needs to just trust his teammates to hold that.
Good shit, boys. Good job.
True.
Yeah.
And now Fnatic potentially...
Bill's not wrong there, though.
able to turn it around right now. They have 3 really powerful ultimates. That Rolling Thunder comboed with Chronicles, Hunter's Fury, fast B main control from KC. They really want to lock this down, but there's nothing behind this. It's just Martin here.
Still though, he gets all the info.
Towards A.
Early info. Like they have to push back.
Oh, come on, Boaster, that's blind.
Wait, Shin's down to 1 HP.
Oh, the trade. Boaster doesn't even know the damage he's done on this one. But
Whoa, what is this round? It's stacked. Yeah, there's so much going.
After all that fight towards B,
yeah, HPs are low, and Boaster goes down, so at least knows that he's done this extra HP, so you know Shin's won.
Hold some space, but no, Fnatic now have a plant.
Cypher down, so I like this play from Martin. They're gonna be scared of behind.
You got Kron with his ult. Martin.
Durka gets a kill, he gets his ult though. Could be very tempted.
Durka
thinks about it.
Whoa,
but he
that was
didn't
fast.
think hard enough about it. Martin's won his fight, and now Fnatic are surrounded. How do they use these ults? But you got Chronicle and Alpha, 2 dangerous players.
It's gonna be unbelievable.
Whoa. Towards the box. Alpha wins it. Magnum goes down. Where's Chronicle in all of this? He's gonna need some help here. Alpha is just dumping.
Alpha's just dumping every bit of U2. How's that guy survive that?
That's the value the Wonder Kid can bring. And Shin on 1. There's nothing more for him to do. Time to back.
Okay, nicely done from Fnatic, especially Alpha there. Just dumped all the util.
Shin has to respect
yeah, both go down though, so it is actually costly money-wise.
But you know, a round's a round.
I'm pretty sure they can't buy next though. So that's why we're kind of investing all the ults, and that's why it's just a big important round.
These fights could go either way at any moment in time. With Fnatic, hold on to 3 ultimates, only invest that Rolling Thunder, so they have the rest to play with. Narrate, on the other hand, he's got his Blade Storm up again.
That looks insane from his POV.
Right at Fnatic's face. Killer Instinct, all just like cylinders firing, pressing the attack, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see that again here.
But where do you go with it if you're Narrate?
I guess there's a timeout from K-Corp.
Turning around, is the stage turning red? No, it's Carmine Core. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's Carmine Core. If it goes red, it's a bad one.
Yeah, it's a good timeout.
Yeah, we take these. Yeah. Oh, but what do you do, right? Carmine Core now. There's been responses, right? Fnatic have shown a little bit of a resistance, a resurgence here. Now they're in a really good point as well with the ults, with the economy. It's getting a little bit more stable. What's the reply from Carmine Core?
I don't think they had
it's confusing. If Fnatic lose, they still make champs based on points. Yeah.
Funnel the B players
they still make champs based on points. They'll get the 4th seed. Thoughts on the Astra? It hasn't been looking too bad. I still think that I haven't seen enough to kind of warrant it over the Omen.
And that opens up the map.
Still, it hasn't looked bad.
So if a couple of these kills go differently, we have to keep in mind, Boaster instantly takes out Tamazi at the start of the round through a smoke. Right? Unlucky. What are you going to do?
I do think the Omen just makes everything so easy.
Some things really went in the way of Fnatic for them to be able to convert the round in the showing that they did. And even in the end, 2 versus 3, and they convert it with that Breach Rolling Thunder, Alpha just styling on KC.
Maybe just check back in to keep them focused, to remind them of what you just said almost.
We got a camera.
Again, I like coin flips, those 50-50s.
This is still a good timeout. You got a camera with early info over towards A. They place it down in case they hear it and have knives below it in case they try and swing to actually break it. And once they don't insta-swing to break it, he just leaves the camera and then they just have early info and they can obviously stack over towards B with 4. Well, it'll be a 3-1, but still nice.
KC has that camera taking all that deep A main info. Until that camera breaks, KC's not going to move. They have this space. Neri wants to go first fight. He's playing in a position to pivot. If they're mid, cool, I'm here. If they go A, I'm flying over there, literally. And if it's B, cool, same thing. There goes the camera tag. This needs to be followed up. Shock dart, missed.
Shock dart, are they confident that that hit? Oh, they're confident that that hit.
They don't have to.
Yeah, he stayed on it the whole time.
Need to use the cage. He has to cage and break it again.
Yeah, just double check. Maybe I didn't break it. Can you go check for me? Sure.
It feels like a fake now.
It feels like a fake. It's 30 seconds left. It's just the Cypher
yeah,
showing.
just only a Cypher breaking it. Well,
there's 4 players from KC
yeah,
here.
So many ults.
I mean, they might have to use an ult. Turkey, you might have to send it. There's one.
Horrific.
That's over.
That's
Durka. Who's got the spike this time? It's Boaster. And then you tilt. Oh my god, the Omen Flash can hit 3. Oh, they just got the plant down, but not a good plant for him. Oh, that's how they played it. They didn't tap. They didn't tap and they just double swing. He wanted that.
It's just both teams, man.
Nicely done from Hero,
teams.
obviously. I mean, that's an insane round.
Round,
kind of a 1v3, but 1v2 before the trade.
Just the responses, the ultimates going out there. We saw Hunter's Fury, Showstopper, Bladestorm, Cypher's Hat, everything. It comes down to Hero.
Maybe they got a little bit excited with this one. He obviously did insanely well to get this, but they also did, like also the swing didn't make much sense. Like they needed better comms on this one. The guy, the first guy should probably be jumping and the second guy should like flight. Yeah, the timing was off with it.
Great matchup between these two. What a fantastic debut of Fnatic here. The first time we get to see them on this, it looks great. Carmine Core again coming back out looking
There's
like
multiple ways they should have played it, and they kind of went for the
finally on show.
least favored one and did it badly.
Already though, early pressure towards A here, and a player spotted.
They see Shin towards A. They're not able to push him off the angle. Don't know about Tamazi.
Like you should at least tap, wait a second, then do the swing, but you wanna first guy needs to jump and then second guy can just close.
With that stun line.
It's done.
Yeah, it's so perfect.
Oh my god, he got the guy at the back as well.
The timing, the setup of it.
Yeah, you gotta start looking at this money as well, and this is like such a must-win round for them. The two people that go down as well, low money. Oh, this is, dude, this is a big round.
Everything looking lovely. We're gonna need an overheat almost, an over delivery from Alpha, Boaster, or Chronicle to do something. But Shin's in the way.
I like that idea.
Through the one-way still holds.
Only gonna work so often, but
Chronicle now in a 1v4. The door just shut in Fnatic's face. The spike left in a precarious area. Chronicle has nothing more to do here.
They can run away with this one.
Rifle. It's going to be 11 for Carmine Core, slowing down Fnatic's crawl back into this game. But what a blow for blow this is being.
This might be KC.
Let's think about it.
The deal,
this can be a drop.
Nails in the coffin.
This is a gun. 3 can't buy.
They're changing their setup every single round. They're doing something different.
It'd be 2. So what do they do? Buy 3 guns and 2? Nah, it's eco. It's eco 2 hero guns.
From KC. Just such a good job of taking the map control, funneling. Nice little hand wave to the camera.
Dude, he's like, what are you doing, man?
Get your hand away from me.
Literally, it's like the perfect duo.
What the hell are you doing?
One so deadly serious, and the other just like waving at the camera, having a good day. It's got to feel good for them, because they've had to sit there and watch KC go from really struggling to finally showing a bit of that early form here. I wouldn't say they're back in their full form by any means, but this is the first couple of steps we've seen towards them.
It's still way better than what we've been seeing, though. Like, the comps make sense, they're playing together.
Is not looking
good. Got good plans and rounds.
Got Boaster with the
do a couple of things that are messed up, but it's still way better.
Pressure towards B main, pushing them back, making sure there's no camera inside, and now repositioning towards A. Are they going to do some sort of fake with this Cosmic Divide? I really want to see that come out at some point. They've been holding on to this for a few rounds, but they've been stealing mid and sitting here for 20 seconds so far.
Now's the round to do it, right? You got to kind of pull out something. Normally I wouldn't like it on these kind of broken buys, but to be up against 12 against you, there's just no more room.
They showed the Sova at B. They showed the Raze at B. Now they're both towards A.
But again, where's that?
Through middle.
Straight up the gut, straight up middle. It's going to be Magnum surrounded.
Actually pretty good minimap-wise.
He's trying to fall back to the support of Shin, I guess. But they're looking for a fight. They're looking
looking
for a
real
fall.
good.
Fnatic want to take at least a step in the right direction. The support's on the way, but there's still
well handled from K-Corp at the moment.
Can't move left, can't move right. There's players everywhere. The double swing, do they get overwhelmed? Oh my god, it's not pretty. And Hero and Durka make it there in time. All gonna come down to, and that's recovered rifles. Plants in, paint shell to the back of the site. Tomasi eyeing up elbow, doesn't get the
whoa, that off angle from Hero is just insane. Dude, nice round from Fnatic. Yeah, it was so good.
That was exactly what the doctor ordered.
This was cool.
I think
Hero, yeah, he's playing great.
With their starter round plans, if they're able to execute them, they look flawless.
Yeah, this was a really good plan. I wonder if K-Corp are gonna start going aggro more.
When KC makes them have to
I even think K-Corp handled this pretty well in terms of these two. Like, they kind of had to commit maybe more to the B main, but they don't know about numbers, so it's pretty hard.
KC do something a little bit different to jam Fnatic up, not let them have this space again. They were doing it at the start of the game, but they haven't done it recently.
You know, I'm just trying to move with you, bro. You're just blocking me all my vision, bro.
True.
Him and Hero set up over towards side.
Gonna be instantly put
I mean, it
under-
looked good from our
under
POV.
duress pretty much towards A, but you can see where the extra body is. Narrates over towards this A side to start with.
Platchat? Yeah, Platchat's after this. I don't know. I don't know if it's like straight after, if we're waiting an hour, or I mean, it depends on the score, obviously.
Taking their time, bit of a default almost.
What is the time? Yeah, fuck out.
Fnatic's doing a really good job right now of just making the map into bite-sized pieces, pushing off A, making KC show their hand with that stun, with that satchel. Boombot, same thing.
All the same. I was never going to pull you up on it. TP. Shin. Gonna see nothing.
Sees nothing.
And here comes the divide. What do we have? Spikes up towards middle. Are they going for the same A crunch? It looks like it, but this time the difference is Narrate's in CT. That cross could be a problem. Gonna see if he catches anyone. I think the smoke was up in
Dude,
play.
Shin's got so much to do. Imagine he gets another one. He's doing really great.
Nice timing on the stun, but still, 25 seconds. Fnatic need to get towards the site here, and Shin's still in the way. Spam on the smoke, but it's Chronicle to connect.
20 seconds.
Oh,
chill, Narrate. Your mate did so good, and you do that. It's crazy. Oh my god, dude. He did so well. Oh, no joke. If the rest of his team relax a little bit there, that's a 1 round. Go bad for Shin on that. He did everything perfect. This is a nice strat again. This A split is kind of wrecking them a little bit. They realize they're starting 3B.
Fighting their way back here, and great openings as well. Understanding how KC was winning the rounds. KC, it's on them to change it up again and to steal the ground from Fnatic. Right now, everything's being so reactive. They need that killer instinct again. That Narrate was showing on Icebox, that they were showing early in this map. Where is it? It's gone.
Find it again. Get that violet underneath.
Did my job for me. Low money.
Couple of big ults though as well. We see them deadly in these rounds.
Tell me they don't use the ult. Well, maybe they want to. Let's see if they get a kill, then maybe they get tempted to use ults.
Durkers, to be specific, 2 away for Crons, 2 away from Alphas. Still, what's the plan this round?
Oops.
Slow, patient beginnings.
Right. It's his first time with over on this map. So good.
Guarantee at least overtime. Get this round secure.
Oh no.
Shocks.
Oh no, I'm nervous for
to
it.
break these trips. Put a little bit of pressure on KC.
Hey,
It's one gone.
no, he picked it up.
Or he's maybe drawn back here.
I picked it up, put it back down.
Nice from Tomasi.
It might have been close enough to hear it.
50 seconds now. Getting closer.
Dude, Martin's going to be tempted to use his ult. I know he is.
At the same time, need to catch this timing.
Breach is on the rotate as well.
Doesn't remove the utility. This is still in place. There's chances here, but the timing on that crunch, the timing on that pressure towards
lower the time gets here, the more tempted he's going to be. Oh, Magnum gets a kill. Could be tempted to pop this.
The ult does not find what they want, which is a target. A body doesn't drop. Martin's still
not anymore. It's all good.
Another kill here. Hero is holding it down. This
guy as it got later and later and that kill came through, I really thought he was going to do it. Shout out to the discipline on Martin here. Okay, one chance. One chance to take us to third map.
That Hero got a few rounds back is really setting the tempo for Fnatic.
Bro, he's been unbelievable.
It was looking like KC was going to clean this up. First time we're seeing Fnatic on this map as well. They came in, they had a game plan, they had an idea. KC was stuffing it, but now, round by round, Fnatic's bringing it back. They have that Rolling Thunder. They're against Magnum's Rolling Thunder. Martin has Showstopper. KC, they need to really assert their dominance again.
And you can see the adjustment in my mind. Narrate trying to play towards market now just to be the way to maybe clear that. They put in there with the operator, but now you can see the adjustment coming out from Fnatic. Right back towards that early A test. This keeps Shin now on red alert, but he's clearing this pretty deep. He's not leaving this to chance now.
Okay, Terminal. And took it away from Chronicle. That's probably the most important bit.
Fnatic have been slow building through middle. We've seen them kind of play this default out, test the extremities a touch, and then make sure they lean through market.
A split again?
This might have been the adjustment from KC.
Martin also in a position to pivot. He's got that Showstopper. He wants to be in a position to use it. Fake pressure comes out towards A from Fnatic.
This has got to be on the rate, right?
They're going back.
Are they going to fake the A split, but actually go through market?
Needs to hit the shot, needs to get away afterwards. The camera in B main.
They can lose B main.
Yeah, okay, double smokes over towards here.
They have to keep control of one of these two areas, and they've just shifted up.
Oh.
Martin's here.
Yeah, it's on Martin instead. Then this smoke will certainly give away some part of this plan, but it's still
I like that.
finds Tomasi. They don't know
Yeah,
about
they smoke
Martin
right
yet.
side and they
Now
fake
they
smoke
will.
this.
Ult comes in and he wants to try and gap close, find him, fights
Whoa.
one, spots out a second.
Oh, that's huge, man.
Lock, stock, and smoke it barrel to the brain. And
Played that
Boaster,
so
going
well,
into
and
4v2,
yeah, that's an easy one.
Chronicle, and now just Alpha is last alive, and he's got to be screwed.
Yeah, he just hit him with the breach ult.
Another tap on the spike here. Here comes
Ooh.
the ult, though. He's avoiding
Oh.
it. No, he doesn't. He catches him.
Unlucky.
So does Shin.
Okay, overtime.
It's going
Dude,
the
what a sick map
distance.
this is.
12-12.
He was out of it, and he hits the edge of that rolling thunder. 12-12, we go OT. And such a back and forth game. Both teams making so many good
This is a cool strat.
hero plays.
The smokes
Especially
over
Hero.
towards top
I
mid,
thought this was a double collab. They split off
there's some cool stuff you can do.
Well done to Hero to
The
split
Astra
off
looks
from Booster
way
there,
better
but
on
a
attack than it
double
was on
barrel
defense.
follow-up, and then straight
Say that
into the
much.
op of Narrate. Ease was sitting there all around.
Yeah, it's hard to play against that mid stuff.
Perched up, ready to strike, waiting for the perfect opportunity. And he gets it, finally. Rifles out.
Bro,
for both
Zaysh
teams,
has some
though.
of that. He's got some of the
We're in OT
best
now.
replays those two, man.
12-12.
No ults on the board.
Wait, what are we
But
doing? Just
Fnatic
straight
back
up
on that defense.
fast over
KC,
towards B?
6-6 after losing the first four.
Yeah, did they have a punish
might
for
be
breaking the cam?
having a really good time on this round.
Breaks cam, yeah.
Next
They're
back
going
in,
for it.
pull those forward.
Oh.
Hero! You
Swatted.
lifesaver. Absolutely
Yeah, bailed him
saving
out.
Boaster's ass in that situation as he was trying to back away. But now a man down, Martin fallen. You got the odds against KC here.
What the chef? Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the
Deeper
prime.
utility
Thank you for
out
the 8
from the
months.
Cypher as well.
Wait, are we pushing through this?
Faces at the same time. Boaster.
Boaster, you
Oh,
are
Boaster.
just dead. Oh my
Well,
God.
he's alive.
Yeah, genuinely. Now they need a plant though, because they're getting surrounded, or they need to take some space back. They can't have no space to play with. Magnum with a quick find towards Chronicle, but the trades are there. Fnatic
Man,
getting
this
two
kid,
back. It's leaving
27
Shin and
to
Narrate in a
16.
2v4.
What
These
an
two are certainly
absolute
capable,
map.
but this is a lot. Plant to come in. Something didn't feel right. He didn't like it. Going for a safer plant potentially. Might get caught on the way out though. Narrate holding towards Boba, but look at the map. It's getting closed in. It's being boxed in. Boaster survived the firing squad earlier. Shin's surely dead here. Oh, it's in the smoke. And Narrate's found Alpha, but they don't know about Boaster. Oh my God. You don't normally get 2 chances at those sort of things, but Shin still lives. He's been managing to dance around the smoke, but
Hey,
he's
man,
been found.
what a
Hero
beast.
stepping up in these last
Absolute
couple
beast on
rounds.
this.
Massive impact, and Fnatic taking the lead now.
Shin caught out by the process of elimination. That flank again from Boaster. Fnatic really utilizing these flanks on these retakes. And KC, they had that opportunity.
I mean,
to
Boaster was
catch
out,
them
to
at
be
the
fair to
main.
him, but still.
But Hero swats Martin out of the sky like a fly. And Fnatic is one step closer. Now they get to go into their attack. Their attack was really strong. So it's all on Carmine Core. Are you...
Don't groan. So you say it's like, you groan like it's my fault. There you see, it's not even a real one. They
Yeah, it's
baited
gone
you
straight
all.
after.
You
Bait and
absolutely
switch.
fell for it. That's
the
on you
timeout
guys.
bait and switch?
Yeah, literally.
Well,
Hey, we're doing better than America's were yesterday, okay? It's fine. There was like 4 tech timeouts, I think.
Yeah, that
But
was...
still, this is a Fnatic timeout,
was
right?
painful.
Okay, so this should be interesting. We have a couple of timeouts to burn through here. Now, Fnatic finally have the upper hand, right?
who's talking? Boaster's talking. Okay.
Boaster's having a chat.
Coaches are
Who's
lounging. They're
talking?
just here, you know, get them
All the
something,
time on,
get them
everyone's just chilling.
Red Bull on the beach. They're just here for the ride, you know. Let's hear what he has to say, because we got nothing.
But again, we give a lot of credit to Fnatic coming back out looking good, right, in the last couple of games and kind of picking up towards this part of the season at the very least. And you've got to give credit as well to Boaster for leading them to this point as well. He's been having impact as much as you'd like. And the coaching, I mean, they're chilling. They're absolutely chilling. Like, yeah, man, you're doing good. But credit to him for keeping them in this one, coming into a new map like this and delivering well. And what I heard earlier is it's a back-to-back timeout. So it was first Fnatic, and now Carmine
2-minute
wants to check in
timeout?
as well. So it's an extended
they're gonna be-
timeout.
yeah, they're
to
gonna be
really
chilling
talk
for
through
longer.
things. And this would be interesting to see on the other side if it's Magnum chatting, which it doesn't look like, or if it's Zeng and Zaysh, which is normally what's happening, and it is. So a little bit of a disparity there in the coaching approach.
We're seeing right now, Narrate also has the opt-out. I wonder if he's going to keep it the whole way through. He hasn't had a lot of impact or value with it on this Sunset map. That one round that he had it towards A, he got instantly traded, and that other round towards
depends
Market,
what the vibes like
it was
in a
already
team
kind of
symmetry.
done and dusted
Probably
once
not.
Martine got 2. So interesting to see how they try to approach this round. Are they going to try to funnel
yeah, it
Fnatic
does depend what's
into
going
the
on with
op?
Leo
Are
as
they
well.
going to use the op to secure a deep line right away, or are they going to look for an early opening pick with it? Because we haven't really seen much action towards middle all game, and this would be a prime opportunity for KC to start getting a little bit
I'll do the double attack. So they both called at the same time. Basically, when you get to overtime, everyone gets a fresh
their attack side has been a lot of, hey,
timeout.
let's fake control,
And
find out
yeah,
what
they
their
both called at
hand
the
is,
same time.
let's do a little bit of a fake, and then end with a market split. Once KC realizes that, maybe they try to shut down one of these positions, or
the
steal
big change up is definitely the
op.
op.
Can't come back into a line afterwards after they take it.
Now, to get to this point, it was that lovely kind of play towards top, middle, and market from, it was Narrate and I think Martine holding that down because they were reading that was Fnatic's like high priority approach. I'm already seeing Narrate back to this. So it looks like that was, again, similar read. You were kind of noting middle being that area of contest. But we're still getting contact on towards B as well. A bit of an exchange here. Tomasi quite well equipped, knowing what's happening, reinvesting afterwards. Noting that utility was going to be coming in again. So it's a very similar setup. But I'm looking at the end result, though, for Fnatic. What do they now run? Do they lean back into a late A piece? Do they go back through mid? Because it looks like Carmine Core are responding by putting players towards market.
KC, they've had this op line. I don't think they ever gave up this mid line. Fnatic can't be up there. Here comes the reclear towards A, but the breach done as a counter. Shin has Paranoia to follow it up if he needs it. There it goes. First interval gone. 55 seconds remain.
Yeah, you're right. 50 seconds really at this point here, and Durka going in. I mean, looking to try and catch.
No way!
Oh, boy.
God.
Surely not.
Yeah, that was.
That little disconnect, that little bit of off timing, that little offset,
That was
but it was
sick,
Shin,
man. Fair
who
play.
hits a
How's he doing
worldy
that?
shot. I'd love to see that from both perspectives, because that just felt like it was fated to work out for them, but no. And now Hero and Boaster kind of trailing through an unfavorable fight on the A site. Carmine Core might have done just enough from that one interaction to get themselves to a double OT situation here. Magnum again gets that layer of contact, falls away. Sits deeper on CT, makes
20
some work
seconds.
for the space they want to take. Look at his util as well.
I mean, Hero's been having a game, but this is
starting to become another enemy.
This is way
Feeling
too
like you're up
much.
against 6 players rather than the 5.
Bro, he's got
And they
4
have to keep
stars.
working. Another flash to be sent through. Another setup for Narrate, and they know where that final player is, and it's a flashy finish. Narrate there to close it out for an Andalusia flawless in OT. We're going again.
And I was thinking for a moment there.
Yeah, this
hey,
was a
Narrate
stronghold
hasn't shown his
over towards A. Interesting, because it's like, do you need to push back A if you kind of confirm there's 2 people here?
At the end of the round, he actually shows it. Yeah, Shin. Just getting, I don't know how. It looked like he was blind and stuck, just threading the needle, and then that backup as well.
It's mad seeing from Shin's perspective. He wasn't even that affected either. Like, yeah, a little bit, but he was able to turn the flash. He was all good backing away, and then you had Magnum counter swing.
Do it again.
Nice timing between the two of them, because you see that going the other way, coin flip. Who knows what would have happened? That could have been the site open, totally different outcome.
Same opening towards B as the first overtime round, but
that's a bit of a big win for K-Club at the moment, though. Insta question mark over towards B.
The expectations.
All on Durka to hit this shot or get away with his life.
Because look how far away the rest of his team is. It's him here. It's just really him, and they've already got the angle. He's got it back from this now.
Alpha has stun and flashes.
Yeah, so far the default's incredible.
This is really early as well. We're at
Question
1
mark,
minute 15.
question mark, question mark. So 2 people got to play A.
This, but it looks like Boaster wants to secure the information.
This is confidence from Boaster.
Where KC are going.
He's got his teammate spotting his tiles.
Again, they've been watching a bit of Paper X. This is what something would do.
Kron has played him in. It's perfect. It's lovely synergy between the two, but he didn't
he
expect
might.
the play coming out tiles.
Okay, I was going to say, he at the very least got an Omen flash out of him, but
already Tomasi has the space towards A. He's calling his teammates over.
looks pretty important on the retake.
How far do you go?
What is the timing like on this? Shot, man.
And the snap back towards short. He didn't expect Alpha there as well, but still, he's given away the position here. He knows now.
Oh boy.
You and me both, audience.
30 seconds left.
Timing on that.
No cipher for attack.
Whoa, they pushed here, but how? I was gonna say how much. Guy has double smokes. They got no trips behind, obviously.
They don't.
Smoke the plant. You have
Hero maybe making the play.
Plant the spike.
Running real low on time here. Getting a bit nervous about this one. You're putting all your faith in Narrate.
Yeah, and he's making a lot of sound.
But still, Heroes found Narrate, and it's all on Shin. He's trying to be slippery on the site. I kind of like it. Just keeping them on their toes a touch here.
Doable.
But eventually slipping back to that standard back box, but they're both coming in from the same angle. I'd be scared. I wouldn't give Shivan a 1v1 for the life of me. 5 seconds on the smoke. He's got another.
This kid is crazy good.
This guy seems to deliver under pressure situations. He is there for Fnatic.
It just doesn't feel pressure at all.
Again, Fnatic take the lead in double OT.
I thought he was going to weave around that box a little bit, but man, these fights early on at mid, that 2-for-2. No Cypher for the trips on the flank there. No smokes on the defense. It's just back and forth, everything. The round to rounds back and forth. The inside of the rounds are back and forth with all these trades going down to the wire. Hero with another clutch again. Who is it? Is it Benji Fishy playing for him? Like, what's going on here?
It's a bit of a god, yeah. 30 kills to 17.
Yeah, another chance to do it. They got op, no armor.
Roster, you know, being
Once
the
again.
replacement for Leo for now, it's just been incredible because he feels like he's brought everyone up with him. He's revitalized this squad a little bit. We digress, it ain't over yet.
Aim stuff over towards B, and they don't really know they've been doing this because every time they've done the shock, they've gone over towards A.
Playing so aggressive in front of the smoke or behind the smoke. They want to dodge that breach utility, but again, narrate with this op line at middle.
No idea what he's looking at.
They're trying to do this
Hero trying to be slippery. Trying to get
through middle, they go for this A split. I mean, this has been working for them. How do these two react this time? Because last time they got pinched over towards here.
They've been noted though, they've been revealed. They
a little bit wrecked. This is unbelievable. Omen flash. Wait, did they get out? That's pretty cool.
Supposed to get ahead, he does. Almost gets a fight on CT, a little bit of a spray, but doesn't get the shot.
If you're Fnatic, you'll take this.
A little bit of an unorthodox
What utility they got? One flash.
Trip is watching the flank. Here comes the extension of spawn. Shin again.
That was the one flash.
How does he keep doing this? It's like Shin and Hero. Who's going to go big this time? Flank does not work out for Carmine Core. Tomasi falls down. So now they've got a bit of safety to play from, but Carmine Core needs to flood
strong pass from Daka.
It's a lineup towards map 3, but the trades is still a 2v2. And Tyne, there's still a little bit to play with. You've got Alpha on the side, Boaster to the left, Shin creeping closer, step by step. Does he get to thread the needle? He's been spotted!
It's like a jump scare. Okay, nicely done, man. We go third map. Respect to Hero, he did insane. He did insane. Yeah, this is really cool. I love their A splits. Did it 3 times. Worked each time.